My name is Yana Reznik, and I'm from Russia originally. I started playing the piano since I was 5 years old. My first teacher actually now lives in Chicago. Her name is Raisa Bickerman. I studied with Raisa until I was 14 years old when I left Russia. One of the pieces that I'm recording on the CD is actually a piece that made me into a pianist, and she was the one who assigned me the piece. And it's Copland Cat and Mouse. I was 12 years old, and it was the first piece that I performed on a big stage in Moscow Conservatory, and that performance was what made me want to be a pianist. When I choose music that brings passion in me, it's so much easier. You know, when you play Rachmaninoff, you cannot just play it with a cold heart. There's no way. There's so much pain, there's so much suffering and turbulence, and I can already see him this longing to go back home, to go back to Russia, and of course I've experienced a lot of pain in my life already too. I often use my own experiences in life to channel them into the music, because your life is like a library. You have to go back to that library of feelings to be able to get out and borrow those feelings and emotions later on stage. I think one of the most powerful performances I've ever had was after my father has passed away, and I had to play Elegy by Rachmaninoff, which of course elegy means the remembrance of somebody who has passed. And when I dedicated the piece to him on stage, it literally was maybe a week after his death, I just burst into tears on stage. It was so emotional. But then I said, okay, I will use this. I will use this emotion now to play the piece. And I think that I played through my tears, and it was, really powerful. But then at the end, everyone was completely silent in the hall. And it was the most powerful moment, because I realized that I have never before been able to transport my true feeling from inside to the audience, and they felt it too. Chopin's exile I think he was more introspective. Rachmaninoff was all like, emotion and really straight on passion. With Chopin, I feel like it was a lot more introspective pain. So yes, of course there was longing, but there was kind of much more deep inside of his soul. And he was a more timid person in general, very shy, didn't like performing in public much. For me, it's super exciting to be working with WFMT. I have been a huge fan for many years. Now I can't even believe that this is happening together, that we're creating this wonderful project. Now I have the opportunity of working with absolutely world-class, one of the best producers and engineers and studio and piano. It brings everything to a completely different level. And for me, it's so fun to be inspired by these great ears that are going to be listening to me.